I'm Constance Hart. I've been practicing and teaching meditation for going into my 32nd year this year. And I love everything about meditation. I've learned all sorts of different forms of meditation over these 3 decades. I am professionally most known as a color therapy expert. I've been a color therapist for 29 years of those 32 years in the professional spiritual and healing arts. I teach all about holistic wellness. I have a bunch of audio meditations on my website. I actually have never mentioned that in all these months because I'm not here to really promote my services. I'm here to support you in your cancer journey, or you're supporting a person through a cancer journey, whichever side of the coin you're on. I also have experienced a cancer in my body and have healed through a cancer in my body. So my heart is here, as well as my mind and my spirit, in support of whatever you may be going through, and how meditation certainly can help to ease our mind. And it doesn't always feel like that, though. I want to say that meditating takes practice, like anything worthwhile in life and anything worth having in life. It is a practice. And so I want you to just be kind and gentle with yourself tonight. I think it's great that the newcomers have shown up tonight, because I wanted to kind of rewind. Sometimes I get into really long, beautiful guided meditations that can span for a half hour at a time. But coming off of the presentation last month on stress and stress relief, I thought it'd be nice to go back to some very short meditations and some ways that you can reset your day or your week or your mind with shorter, easier to use meditations. So that's what we'll be doing tonight. I always do like to open with letting you speak if you want to be witnessed in. This isn't a support group, although I do hold support circles and I've done that type of work for 25 years. This isn't a support group, so I'm not asking you to go out of your comfort zone and share something personal related to your health or your wellness. All I'm asking is for your name, and just think about for a moment here, before you share your name aloud, just think about what you might like to receive from your meditation tonight. Typically people will say peace and calm, which is why I'm wearing blue tonight, and we are going to have a meditation with blue this evening. But it's not always what we're after. Sometimes in meditation, we want some clarity or some inspiration or feeling confident, or we want to quiet the mind. So let's just take a moment together to close our eyes and just consider what it is that you would like to receive as a gift from your meditation tonight. From you to you, what are you hoping to receive? Ready to go? Ready to be? Because meditation really helps us to be with wherever we are, and that is truly one of the very best gifts of learning how to meditate. And meditating could be considered a way to, for lack of a better word right now, control our minds. And yes, we can do some of that, but also in my most favorite style of meditation I was taught, it's called insight meditation. We learned that the mind is a verb. not a noun. And so the mind, sometimes it can't be controlled. It's just busy doing and it's being active. And just because we sit down and say, I'm going to be quiet now, doesn't necessarily mean that the mind is going to also be quiet. So that's something you can just take a sigh of relief around, because I find that most beginning, intermediate, and even advanced meditation students all find that sometimes the mind just goes off thinking about something and there's just no way to wrestle it back into being quiet and being still. So one way that I like to teach, that if you find, you may notice it and you may not notice it. Sometimes the mind just takes you on this journey, and then maybe 10 minutes later you go, oh, wait a minute, I wasn't even doing what she said to do. It's okay. That moment of noticing is you actually directing yourself back into present time and back into the moment of meditation. So let's just be gentle. Let's practice being gentle with the self. And it's all a practice. So when you find the mind straying, you just get to practice. Oh, there I am thinking about dinner again. Or, oh, there I am thinking about whether or not I'm going to sleep tonight. Or, oh, there I am thinking about tomorrow or next month. Let me just try and come back and be right here in this moment. We're going to have a lovely meditation with what's called a Trataka. Now, I'm a longtime meditation practitioner and teacher, for as long as I've also been a longtime yoga practitioner and teacher. So yoga and meditation, they go hand in hand. And I don't mean necessarily the stretchy bendy type of yoga, because all of the stretchy bendy yoga practices that are doing yoga asana, which is movement, is all meant to lead us into how to meditate and to sit still, believe it or not. So the Trataka, 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 is simply an object that you put outside of yourself to focus on and to meditate with. And you might think, isn't that cheating? I thought we were supposed to close our eyes and just go within. Well, actually, no, it's not cheating at all. And it's actually the most ancient form of meditation. The ancient yogis and seers used to meditate on a candle flame. And so the Trataka of the lit candle was the object that they put outside of themselves to just gaze at the candle flame. And I have an image that I'm going to show you, because I don't feel like this type of exercise all night, holding this up in front of you all night. So I'm going to set that down and I'm going to show you, but I'm going to let that actually hold the energy of all your intentions tonight. And when you see this candle flame that I'm going to share with you in a moment, you can just simply imagine that this light that I just lit up is activating and illuminating and bringing to light and bringing to life your intention for your meditation. So we're going to do a few simple preparations before I show you that visual candle flame. And it's as simple as closing your eyes. You don't need to look at me to receive this instruction. We're going to close our eyes. And we're going to simply bring the focus of the eyes toward the tip of the nose. So your eyes are closed and you're actually now inwardly gazing to the tip of your nose. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and then out the mouth with whatever sound comes out or feels inviting. And we're going to enjoy a few more of those centering breaths, inhaling through the nose And exhaling out the mouth with whatever sound that wants to come out. It could be a moan or a groan. It doesn't have to be a peaceful sound. Let yourself have some sound. Inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling with sound out the mouth. And this is a cleansing and purifying breathing technique. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth before you start to meditate, which could be even just taking 2 minutes out in your day where you decide, I'm going to meditate now. 2 minutes is better than none. The inhaling through the nose and the exhaling out through the mouth, it helps to empty your lungs of stale air that you've been holding. And it is actually said that we hold about a pint of stale air, however measured 16 ounces of air is, but it is said that we hold a pint of stale air in our lungs at any given moment of any day. So inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling out the mouth begins to give us an opportunity now to replace that stale, stagnant air with more clean, fresh, and pure oxygen. We start to oxygenate our blood, and we're going to do that by inhaling and exhaling solely through the nose. And if that's challenging for you and you need to take some breaks and breathe in and or out of your mouth, just do that for yourself. So we're closing the eyes. And we're taking our inner eye gaze toward the tip of the nose. And now we're going to inhale through the nose. And we're going to exhale out through the nose. And now we're going to work to, as you continue to inhale and exhale through your nose, we're going to actually work, because it does take some effort, we're going to work to join the inhale to the exhale so that they don't feel disjointed. So there's not a pause in between the inhale or the exhale. I like to move my body in a circle. You could open your eyes to see that. And this helps me to have a more connected breath. I move my body to one side on the inhale and circling down and around as I exhale. So just find your own circular motion if that helps you to feel that connected breath. We're connecting the inhale to the exhale and the exhale to the inhale. Of course, I can't do the breathing and talk to you at the same time, so please find your own breathing rhythm, and you're working gently to connect the inhale to the exhale and the exhale to the inhale so that you're creating a deeper, longer, and eventually smoother breath. This takes practice. This is actually not an easy technique. And now we're actually going to do the opposite. We're going to inhale and we're going to pause, and then we're going to exhale and we're going to pause. So taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, and we're going to pause there at the top of the inhalation, just being with space and being with that feeling of being filled up. And then when you need to exhale, exhale out through the nose, and then you're going to pause at the bottom of your exhale to just be with that feeling of emptiness and that space, that spaciousness. So again, I can't talk and do the breathing at the same time, so I want you to just find your own breathing rhythm. You're going to inhale and then pause at the top of the inhalation for as long as you comfortably can. When you feel ready to exhale, go ahead and give yourself that exhalation out your nose and then you'll pause at the bottom of the exhale. So I'm going to be quiet for a few moments and demonstrate my own breathing rhythm. Of course, we're all individuals. You might want to join me in this rhythm or do your own. Inhaling and pausing. Exhaling and pausing. I'm inhaling, pausing at the top of the inhale, and exhaling, pausing at the bottom of the exhale. I'm inhaling, and I'm counting to myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling and pausing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could practice now your own breathing rhythm and just discovering what is the count for you at the top of your inhale and at the bottom of your exhale. It might be 3 counts. It might be 4, 5, 6, 7. Discover that and just we're going to practice for 3 more times an even breathing rhythm in your own timing. And finishing up the cycle that you're in. So you've learned a few helpful techniques that take your mind off of everything else in life, because I promise you, in the time we've been doing this, you haven't thought about much else. That much I know. So we've got the technique of inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth with sound to empty out the lungs of stale, stagnant air. We have the technique of closing the eyes and focusing on the tip of the nose. We have the circular breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Actually, before that, we have just inhaling and exhaling out through the nose, which is a technique in and of itself. And then we have connecting that inhale and exhale in and out through the nose in a circular fashion. And then we have the inhale, pausing at the top of the inhale, and exhaling, pausing at the bottom of the exhale. Now your mind and your body and your awareness are in a much different state. And I'm going to lead you into our Tritaka. Oops. So we're going to have a moment or two with this beautiful candle flame. So now if you'll gently open your eyes, we're going to practice an eyes. I was lost by that candle flame. We're going to practice a meditation with our eyes open, just barely, and gazing at the flame of the candle. So you can find the part of the candle flame that is calling you in the most. It could be the bottom, the middle, the top, or maybe you just feel like you're connecting with the entire image. Find what's calling you in the most. And I'm going to take my eyes into that candle as well. And then I want you to close your eyes completely and then just barely open them. So you're really in a softer positioning with your external eyes. And this is actually giving a subliminal message to the mind that you're not completely awake and being active with the brain. When our eyes are very wide open, it actually stimulates the mind to be more active, which is why we usually meditate with our eyes closed. It subliminally helps the mind be a little bit more toward the inactive side. But we can also have this experience with our eyes open, gazing consistently and steadily with one object. And in this case, our Tritaka is the candle flame. So again, just close your eyes completely and then open them just barely. And now let's focus on the breath. We're going to fill the trunk of the body with air. So actually imagine the space from your low belly to your upper chest, filling with air as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're also becoming aware of the movement of your breath from your chest back down to your belly. So you're practicing two things right now. You've got your gentle gaze to the candle flame, and we're practicing breathing from belly to chest on the inhale and from chest to belly on the exhale. So just discover within yourself for these next few moments what type of breath is required to feel that filling up from you to you, from your belly through the trunk of your body into your upper chest, and then feeling that energy settle down from the chest back to the belly on your exhale. Now close your eyes and just pay attention to your breathing now. Imagine that there's a balloon inside your belly, and as you decide to inhale through your nose, that internal balloon is filling up with air. And so see if now, as you inhale deeply through your nose, see if you can now feel the skin on the trunk of your body stretching. See if you can feel your low belly, your mid belly, the sides of your body, your upper chest, stretching as you inhale deeply through your nose. Just being curious and open to inviting the air that you breathe in through your nose to inflate this imaginary internal balloon. Now bring your awareness into your back body, because this deep breath is also inviting new life force energy into your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back, as well as all of the organs and glands that are held between your back body and your front body and the trunk of your body. So let's go ahead and inhale so deeply that we begin to imagine and perhaps even feel the skin on the back body stretching as this imaginary balloon is inflating within. So now you're in a much deeper breathing. Inhaling, inflating the imaginary balloon. And exhaling, just feeling the breath flowing out the nostrils, feeling the chest dropping and the energy dropping into the lower belly. Inhaling from lower belly to chest, exhaling from chest to lower belly. Now you can completely forget about that Your body has been coaxed now into that deeper breathing. And now you get to just softly open your eyes in that barely open gaze and just bring your attention to that candle flame. Discover with your eyes in the exact position that they're in now, how much more you can notice in this object. So beginning without opening your eyes any further, just beginning to notice more. And as you're noticing, perhaps color and shape, perhaps right, left, up, down, whatever you're noticing, with whatever you're noticing now, see if you can bring your attention back to your breathing and focus into your breath a little bit more deeply. Breathing in and out through your nose, feeling the breath moving from belly to chest, chest to belly. Noticing the stretching of your skin, the expansion on the front body, the sides of your body, the back body. So being with your breath and gazing at the candle flame. In these next few moments, there's no other intention or need other than simply being with this candle flame. Now, as you're gazing with the candle flame, you're just silently going to repeat after me. I'm with the candle flame. I am simply gazing at this candle flame. I am with this candle flame now. Now, I am simply gazing at this candle flame. I am here now. I am in present time. I am here now. I am simply gazing at this candle flame. Close your eyes. And we're going to amplify the sound of the breath coming in through the nose. So just making a little bit more sound there and amplifying the sound out the nose as well. And then beginning to naturally quiet the sound. The sound is becoming a bit more quiet, more gentle. And once again, softly, barely opening the eyes. And perhaps you'd like to find a new part of this candle flame to gaze at now. So find this new location And you're just settling yourself into that new location and just noticing. Perhaps what you first noticed in that new location is shape-shifting or changing in some way. Perhaps the color is changing or the shape. Just noticing that for a few moments. And while you're noticing that, bringing your attention softly to breathing in and out through your nose. And now bringing your attention to noticing the breath from belly to chest again, and from low back to upper back. Noticing if your eyes have opened more, and you can again just reset by closing your eyes and barely opening them. And then how lovely, no one's listening to you, no one's looking at you. You can just softly whisper out loud now, I am here now. I am in present time. I am here now. I am in present time. And I'm simply gazing at this candle flame. And I'm simply gazing at this candle flame. And when you're ready, close your eyes and just shake your whole body out. Shake your arms out, shake your shoulders, roll your head from side to side if that's comfortable for you. Lift your chin, lower your chin, take your head to the right and to the left. Lift your chin up, your chin down, come back to center. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder and center. Take your left ear towards your left shoulder and center. Shake your whole body out a little bit. Reach your arms overhead and clap a little bit with your hands. Make some sound. And then press your palms together and bring your thumbs onto your chest with your palms together. You may open your eyes, and we're going to press our fingertips toward our screens with the thumbs on the chest. So this is a classic prayer pose. The thumbs are on the chest, the fingers are toward the screen. Let me actually stop that. Say goodbye to the candle flame, say thank you. So the thumbs to the chest, the fingers pointing forward. This particular prayer pose, as opposed to this particular prayer pose brings your energy from self-directed energy, brings you into space and time, so into the room. But this is also a wonderful prayer pose for just being with other people, for giving yourself confidence to be with others. And it just kind of reawakens the mind after meditation. And then we're going to lift the thumbs off the body. And there's no religious connotation to this positioning we're holding right now. In yoga, it's called a mudra. And I always like to bring in at least one mudra in each month's meditation practice. And this mudra, when we're freeing the thumbs off the body, and you can rest your arms. I've had you there a long while, but this particular mudra, anytime we press the palms together like this, we're actually helping to balance the brain hemispheres, especially if we focus on pressing palms together in that prayer pose. So you're getting a little brain balancing here. And that's also good for sometimes you want to meditate before the start of the day. Sometimes you want to meditate before you go into an appointment or a discussion. And you want to make sure that you have your analytical mind with you as well as your meditative mind. It's really nice to just reset yourself this way. We're going to close. And I wish each of you the very best of my best wishes, and just be gentle with yourself. And I hope you don't give up on learning more about meditation and just practicing. It's a practice. And, like anything, the more we practice, the more we give ourselves to it, the more it's going to give back to us. So just little baby steps we take to ease our anxiety in life, because they're sure, life is presenting us with these challenges all the time. But so just try and remember, if you remember one thing from tonight and just include it more in your life, I know it's going to be helpful.